And now your WZDX Pinpoint Weather with meteorologist Emily Owen.
Well, you don't need me to tell you that it was hot out there today. Notice our high temperatures. We were well into the 90s in some areas. Check it out, 94 degrees was the high temperature today in Florence. Here in Huntsville, we saw a high temperature of 92 degrees. Believe it or not, that is actually the average temperature for this time of year. Notice average high is right around 92 degrees, and that's where most of us were for this afternoon. Now, if you were lucky enough to catch a shower or two, cooled you off a little bit, but notice we still are seeing some areas of light rainfall. Going to be headed into the Athens area within the next few minutes or so, but just some light rainfall expected. Remainder of the overnight temperature is going to drop down into the mid and upper 70s by the time we get into that 2 a.m., 4 a.m. hour. Some areas of patchy fog is likely to develop, so just be mindful of that if you do have a late night commute or an early morning commute tomorrow. I do want to remind you guys of the heat safety tips to limit your time outdoors and obviously stay hydrated with water. Make sure you check on your pets and the elderly, and of course make sure you check behind you before you exit your vehicle. And it is going to remain hot for tomorrow. 91 is the expected high temperature in Huntsville, 88 in Arab, 92 degrees in Pulaski, and 92 in Florence. Our high temperatures aren't really what we are concerned about because, like I said, this is average for this time of year. It's our feels like temperatures. We'll be feeling like 103 degrees tomorrow in Huntsville, 102 in Athens. Pretty much areas along 65 and to the west are going to be feeling like the hundreds, and towards the eastern side going to be feeling like the upper 90s. And it doesn't look like we're going to catch a break from the heat anytime soon. Notice heat index values just going to continue to rise as we make it through the remainder of this weekend and into next week. And notice could be right around 105 once we get to Thursday. And if that holds true, we could see a heat advisory become issued later on next week. Rain chances for the next few days will be holding steady at a 50% through Wednesday. But notice once we get to Thursday and of course your Friday, going to be at 0%. We'll be seeing some dry conditions. 7-day forecast looks like this. Once again, for tomorrow, 91 degrees for the high temperatures. Scattered showers and thunderstorms will be a possibility in the afternoon, but that's a good thing because that just means that's going to cool you down quite a bit out there. But notice once we get into portions of next week, our temperatures are going to continue to rise. We'll actually be talking about 95 degrees once we get into next Friday. And Friday is actually going to be the day that we could be seeing feels like temperatures right around 105 degrees. So it's going to be pretty miserable out there if I do say so.
So wait, not good enough for a pool day?
Oh no, pool day will be perfect. You'll be, you know, in the water, cooling yourself off, but I don't think I would just go willingly sit outside.
Oh, well, at least if you do, sunscreen, like all those safety tips you mentioned.
Absolutely, and stay hydrated definitely with water.
All right, you heard her. All right, Jonah, what's going on in sports?